Okay, it's time for the Torched program review. Torched is a 4 week long. I was thinking month, not week, but it's like a 4 week, 1 month long conditioning program. So the whole outline of it, what it follows is I train basically Sunday through Friday, so that way Saturdays I can like run around, get the errands done. I can get cooking, cleaning. I can get my food prep done. I can take care of my trash. I can mow my lawn, again, and run around to get laundry done, other errands and everything. So that's why I train Sunday through Thursday, Sunday through Friday. And so of course you can you don't necessarily need to follow the same outline. You could be Monday through Saturday, or Tuesday through Sunday or something. So this way you schedule it is kind of arbitrary based on your schedule. But for me, Sunday through Friday training schedule works great. Now, the Saturday rest day is not necessarily a rest day. I'm still active. Not only, like I said, not only am I getting mowing my lawn, doing my laundry, doing pretty much all my errands and stuff. I also get outside and walk, and I use the 10,000 steps to kind of as an active recovery, to kind of stay active, so that way I'm not being a slouch, just sitting here all day and everything. So 10,000 steps, yes, is a good place to start and everything, and a good thing for those rest days, so you're still staying active and everything, so you're not necessarily doing the next flex and chill and just sitting there being a lazy bump on the log. So instead of taking rest days, the whole concept of active recovery days is more important, and at least in my view. So that's pretty much what I do on Saturdays. So I train Sunday through Friday again. So the outline of the Torch program, with it being a conditioning program, now it doesn't follow necessarily the same approach as your strength-based programs, like the ones I've recently done, Monster Maker and the Old School Iron. So I know with those, my complaint of that is well, conditioning really isn't there. So this is where something like Torch comes into play. So you can do that the cut and bulk cycle. So you can with the Old School Iron and Monster Maker being more strength based, what you can do is you can use those as a bulk, plug and torched as a condition, a cut type of deal. So you could having gotten it after I was going through Old School Iron, I wanted to do Monster Maker, and of course the way I was originally going to plan on doing is get done once I got done Monster Maker. My plan was to get the champion program done to get ready for AX Live, which is next week as of this record. But I ran into two kind of setbacks when doing Monster Maker. There was a week I got sick, so I took that week off from training. It was my usual chest congestion that went up to my sinuses, and so instead of just oh well, I need to train, I need to do Buster, I just took the week off, recovered, and then of course about 2 or 3 weeks later, I felt like I had pulled a neck muscle when I was doing rows. So I'm sitting there I could barely move my neck and everything. So I kind of took a step back and recovered from that. So I kind of took 2 weeks to kind of I had 2 weeks setback from that. So then because Champion is a 5-week program, if I had done Champion, I probably would have been finishing it up during the AX Live next week and everything. So I was I kind of want to take that week as a recovery week. So I was well, I got Torched, so that's only 4 weeks. So I pivoted, did Torched, and it's a very effective program. So in the 4 weeks that I did it, I ended up losing 3.6 pounds. So I went from 166.5 down to 162.9. So that's pretty much almost 1 pound a week. And so the health, when you get online and you look at stuff, usually most people say the healthy weight loss is 1 to 2 pounds a week and everything. So pretty much almost right on track in that healthy weight loss range and everything. So that's especially important when you first start, and especially if you're obese, overweight, morbidly obese, and you're trying to lose dozens, if not maybe 100 or more pounds and everything. So shoot for that 1 to 2 pound weight loss per week and everything. So nutrition, my nutrition pretty much consisted of the same thing I've been eating for months, if not years at this point. I trained fasted because I have tried eating stuff, even just like maybe something light before I go work out, I get nauseous. So that's why I train fasted. So now, in most cases, you'll find that like the whole anabolic window is total BS. But in a case like mine, the anabolic window becomes more important because now I need to get more nutrients quicker because, like I said, I was training fasted, and I found like over the years that works best for me. So the anabolic window does become more important. So I do have a post workout the protein shake to kind of like start the whole eating process like this, and so to get those nutrients and everything. So I would do a post-workout protein shake. Now, I do use the Athlean X Pro 30G, and it's like 30 grams of protein in that. So, and if you get into podcasts like with Andrew Huberman or like or Jocko or like any other podcast, and you listen to Dr. Gabriel Lyon, the whole 30 grams is kind of like what you want to try and shoot for, at least for the first meal. So like now it doesn't hurt to get like a 30 grams in your subsequent meals, but like when she was on the Andrew Huberman podcast recently, it's not as important in your subsequent meals after your first meal, and your second, third, and like your subsequent meals after your first one is more about getting your protein in. So, but like, and I was talking about the range like that 30 to 50 grams to get in at least for that first meal and everything. So I would do the post-workout shake with the Pro 30G, get 30 grams right there, and then probably about like 20 minutes later when I would get to work, I would sit down and have breakfast, and I would have like I have a measuring cup, and so I use like a measure up to 2 cups and like a slightly more, so it was maybe like 2 cups and like a fourth of Cheerios cereal, and then I use 2 servings of no fat milk with another serving of the Pro 30G protein, the protein powder, to get more protein in. So that would be my breakfast. Now snack, I would have like at like the 9 o'clock break in my job, I would have like for a snack like a protein powder shake. Now I use the kind of like a cheaper one that you can get at Target, and that one had like 25 grams plus like one of those like Oikos, like triple whatever, like yogurts with 15 grams of protein in it. So like I'd get like 40 grams of protein in for first snack. Lunch, it would be 8-ounce pork chop plus blueberries. Second snack at like 1:30, I'd have just a yogurt, another one of those Oikos for another 15 grams. And then when I get home for dinner, I would have another like 8-ounce pork chop plus an apple. So my calorie intake is roughly 24 to 2,500 calories. So I was still losing weight, and so the amount I was burning was roughly 25 to 2,600. So I was still in that caloric deficit to be able to lose that weight. So that this program is definitely effective for that condition and everything. So the whole outline what it follows is your first day is what's known as a Tabata workout. So what you do is you have 4 exercises. You do 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for each one of the exercises. So basically, your 10 seconds off is basically your transition time in between each each exercise. You have 8 rounds of that, so you get like 90 seconds rest or whatever between the rounds. Or now, of course, that's what I did the first one. I upped the intensity in each subsequent Tabata workout. So like basically what I did by the end is that with the Tabata workout, I would do basically all 4 exercises and just do the 8 rounds continuous. So I do 20 seconds off, 10 seconds 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for all 4 exercises, and then like the last 10 seconds just go right back up to the first exercise and run through all 4 for all 8 rounds. Now the second workout of the week is what's known as Fat Tuesday. It's peripheral hard action training. So the concept with that is you're taking a upper body workout like dumbbell the thrusters, like you're doing like basically push press and everything, and then you move down to your lower body, and you're doing like alternate dumbbell reverse lunges and everything for your quads, and then you move back up to your upper body and you do something like a dumbbell rows. You move back down and we do like maybe like a dumbbell RDL to get hit your posterior chain. And so like the whole concept with the peripheral heart action training on the second day is shunting your blood from like your upper body down to your lower body and back up and forth. Now day 3 is zone 2 cardio. So like the way it's designed is 30 to 60 minutes and everything. So I would shoot for at least 60 minutes. Day 4 is like what's known as the superiority complex, where you're taking like a barbell, you're doing like a row, and then you do a clean, and then like you like a 5x5 concept, so 5 sets of 5 reps with the rows, and then you do 5 sets of 5 reps with the clean, and then you do like 5 sets with 5 reps for like squats, and then to finish that off, what you do is 3 rounds of 2 minutes continuous of like a complex. So basically you do a row, clean, and then like a reverse alternating reverse lunges, and then like a push press with the barbell. So you're rowing, clean, lunge, push press continuous for 2 minutes, and you have 3 rounds of that. And then so that's day 4. Day 5 is optional zone 2 cardio, 30 to 60 minutes. So I'm like optional isn't optional. So I did a second zone 2 day, and I shot for at least 60 minutes. Now like that's day 5. Day 6 is like the SAC workout. So the concept between the SAC or SAC training is it's the push-pull legs workout. So what you're doing is a triple set of like pull exercises. So 3 pull exercises back to back to back. So like for instance, like rows, and then like you maybe do like a bicep curl, and then like maybe like shrugs with dumbbells. You do 3 sets of the triple set, three sets of that. You then move to a triple set of push exercises, so like a dumbbell push press, or dumbbell bench press, and then like you'd move to like an overhead press or whatever, and then like I do like dumbbell kickbacks, do 3 sets of that triple set, and then you move to legs, same concept, triple set of like 3 leg exercises with like 3 sets of those triple sets. So that's how the outline is. And so like now the whole concept is like if you can see, you're shunting from like a Tabata workout to like the like superior complex to fat training. Like you're mixing in all these different types of like in a sense conditioning. So like you're going from Tabata, which is like in a sense high intensity, to kind of like then kind of up here, then you're going to Fat Tuesday, the peripheral heart action training, down to zone 2, and then you're basically upping it back up like with the other workouts, and then back down. So you're kind of up and down with like your conditioning, getting into like in a zone 2 and zone 4. So zone 2 with like the 2 zone 2 days, like 60 minutes, plus the zone 4 like with your Tabata, your fat workout, and like the superior complex, and plus the SAC training. So you're shifting between those 2 zones, and so like those are usually the 2 zones that you want to get into. So zone 2 is usually about 60% of your max heart rate. Zone 4 is usually about 90%. So that's the concept of torch and everything. So now where this would fit in perfectly, like I said, would be maybe in between like your bulking or your strength training based programs like Old School Iron and Monster Maker. So now, like I said, my biggest complaint with those 2 is like, well, the condition doesn't seem to be there. So like this is where Torch program comes into play. So what you can do is like do something like Old School Iron, do Torch, then do Monster Maker, and then do like another conditioning program where you could do redo Torch and see like, oh, hey, look, I had success with this. Let me see if I can become even better after doing like Old School Iron, Torch, Monster Maker, and then Torched again. Of course, like there's also the Dragon program, which you could is another 1-month program that you could probably like Old School Iron, Torch, Monster Maker, and then Dragon to kind of like mix things up and everything. So getting into that kind of cut and bulk cycle and everything. So this is where like a Torched would fit perfectly in with the other programs. And what's great about it is it's a 1 month program, so it's kind of like a sprint. So it would be perfect for like after like a 4 month program like Old School Iron, or like how I did Old School Iron Monster Maker. Kind of like, oh man, I'm finally done with these longer programs, so here's a quick kind of sprint and everything. So this is where it comes in handy. So like you can use this as in essence like in that good old cut and bulk cycle that like is very popular.